graduates of Chittagong University, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome and good evening to all of you. Chittagong University is our alma mater and we all are grateful to this institution, especially to the faculty members and staff members for guiding us where we are today. I would like to recall the foundation years of 1966 when Professor Dr. A.R. Mollik was the first Vice Chancellor and project director for the new university, and Mr. M. Khalilur Rahman was the founder registrar of the university. I had the opportunity to meet Professor A.R. Mollik in 1990 when I sworn in as the member of CUAAC, and I had the opportunity to work with Mr. M. Khalilur Rahman at Independent University Bangladesh as its founder registrar. I would like to recall these two individuals for their immense contribution to start up our institution as a center for higher learning of our country. Chittagong University Alumni Association CUAAC started its operation in Canada in 2002-2003 under the leadership of Mr. Muhammad Ilyas Mia as the founder president of the organization. Mr. Mia is a great organizer and is still working very hard for our organization to keep us united. He was a freedom fighter for our motherland and living for a very long time in North America. Though he is a man from Chittagong, but he is a great believer of our country and the potentiality of its citizens. He is a man of great integrity and his action speaks louder than his voice. On May 15, 2010, Chittagong University held its AGM in Mokka restaurant and a new committee was formed with 29 members. The committee represented the whole community and Mr. Shahabuddin became the president of the organization, who was a very brilliant student of accounting department of Chittagong University. Mr. Shahab is a very well-settled man in Canada with his beautiful family. General Secretary was comparatively new in Canada and was trying to become aware of the Canadian situation, so the responsibility was a kind of learning tool for him. The committee started operation in full swing since its inception. When this committee started working, the first thing that it has developed an email network system to connect all the faculty members and graduates. Currently, it has more than 250 members under the CUAAC umbrella. We have been sharing the good news and sorrows among us. The concept was sharing is caring. We have been facing tremendous amount of hurdles to settle down in a new country, and this platform have tried to be a place for a little bit of relief for all of us. We have tried to communicate among us whenever we needed some help, and the effort was not at all as per the requirement of the person, rather according to the ability of our organization. The philosophy of the operation after formation of the new committee were as follows: to unite all valued faculty members and graduates of our university, to share our good news, organizational information, and all other kinds of information among our members, to keep our community united at all times, to make ourselves aware of the reality of the North America and requirements that we need to make in our lives, to keep our value system alive and in practice in our daily lives, to hold all the national events in this multicultural world, to develop a bondage between our first generation and second generation, and to mix and mingle with confidence with the new society. General Secretary's role in terms of email network. We all are living in Canada and the mode of communication here is English. So the organizational communication is determined as English. General Secretary circulated different emails on our lives, family, immigration, adaptation, and of course a little bit of humor to give a life to the communication in our mundane life. Because all of us are adult and we should not ignore this part of our lives. Activities that we took during this period. Sworn-in program and reunion was held on Saturday, May 29, 2010. Most of the Chittagong University graduates, faculty members, and their family members attended the program at Bollywood Banquet Hall. If I recall correctly, our Professor Kazi Sadrul Haq sir was there and Sudhir sir was there as well. The program followed by a cultural program that was liked by most of the participants. Holding 5 picnics every year from 2010 till 2014 in different venues of Toronto. Picnics were events where all of our community members had the opportunity to become united and shared feeling with each other. Organized a reception to Professor Fosiul Alam of Management Department in a Chinese restaurant. Organized iftar party during Ramadan. Organized a reception to Nobel laureate Professor Muhammad Yunus this year along with some other organizations in Toronto, and the program was attended by more than 400 participants. Organized a civic reception to Professor Amit Chakma along with other organizations in Toronto at the University of Toronto Scarborough campus, and the program was attended by more than 250 participants. We have also provided a reception to Marisa Sterling, a Liberal MP candidate, in our regular meeting in Swiss Bakery. Organized 21 February in the Shohid Minar in Toronto in 2013. Sponsors of the event. President Mr. Shahabuddin sponsored most of the events. I would like to say in public that I'm grateful for his enormous amount of contribution. He is a man who speaks less, who does most of the work. Whenever I decided to hold a program, I used to say, Shahabuddin bhai, how can I do this program? He used to say, Zahid, don't worry about the money, I'm there for you. He was always a guardian of the organization and wanted to spend the money on his own without even asking anyone. He has contributed to offer the reception of Professor Fosiul Alam, to organize the event for Nobel laureate Professor Muhammad Yunus, and he has sponsored most of the committee meeting expenses. He worked from a selfless motive, and in every committee meeting, he was the first person who attended in the first place. Basically, I term this process as the institutionalization of the organization. Before every meeting, he used to be there with the book and everything. Our organizing secretary, Mr. Sudhan Kumar Rai, was also a great sponsor for our different events. And I should mention that to every one of you. Our elder brother, Mr. Selim Sarwar, and Selina Sarwar, our daughter, our sisters. I'm a friend of Selina's younger brother, Shah Jamal. So they were a sponsor, very silent sponsor, never speak up, but they were there always for all of our picnics and all the events. I'd like to say thank you to Sarwar Bhai. Challenges that we faced within the organization. The committee members were from different cross-sections of the society with different professional backgrounds. We had differences in our thoughts, beliefs, actions, but we are always trying to be respectful to each other. Most of the members were or are still trying to settle down in the new society, and we are on a most crucial and transitional period in our lifetime. Challenges that we faced outside the organization. The professional reality in Canada is different from our home country, and we all need to struggle a lot to settle down in the new country. Most of the time, we feel lost in our struggle, and this organization could be a platform for our survival, where we may ventilate our emotion in a positive manner. Canadian society is overall different from our country, and our community members are not well connected with this society, and seniority plays an important factor in terms of organizing any event here. Opportunities that we may capitalize on in the new country. Canada is a land of opportunity for professional growth. higher education and training. Enormous amount of potentiality is there to capitalize on, and our combined effort may take us a long way in this new society. Developing our third generation. Most of us came here to educate our kids and to develop a better life compared to our motherland. We are living here with our nucleus family, and our kids are getting influenced by their peers and teachers. This organization may work as an extended family where our kids will be respectful to the seniors and to our country's cultures and values. Holding different events and giving an opportunity to mingle with seniors of our community will help our kids to grow with our own value system. The new committee that we are planning to form today is expected to act on the following new assignments during their period. The previous committee was using President's office as the CUAAC's office, and new committee needs to find a place where the members may meet together and spend some time. Holding some events on a quarterly basis for our graduates and for our kids. Organizing events that will help us to mix and mingle with the members of the new society. Develop our community feelings at all times. Connecting with the mainstream of Canada. We need to make this organization a door with the North American reality and develop leadership quality among us and our second generation. The limitation of CUAAC. The role and responsibility of CUAAC is to uphold the community, finding talents in the community and nurture them. On October 19, 2010, Professor Dr. Qazi Sadrul Haq was awarded the prestigious Citizenship Award by Citizenship and Immigration Canada. Sir is here, and we have circulated the news in our email network, but we could not arrange a reception ceremony to him. I have been feeling obligated to sir, and I would like to this is the apology from our committee that we are sorry we couldn't, you deserve it, but we couldn't receive that reception, we couldn't offer that reception to you. Connecting with the mainstream of Canada, we all need to help each other so that we may become successful in the multicultural world. This is very important for our community. I would like to end with a famous quotation from Nelson Mandela, where he said, if you talk to a person in your language, you'll be able to reach his or her head. That is what I felt while I tried to communicate in this country. But if you talk to a person in his or her language, then you will be able to reach his or her heart. So we need to learn how to talk to their language, not in our language. In the multicultural world, communication I have found as the most important tool to succeed. And I believe if we learn on how to communicate with people successfully, will help us immensely in building our community. Thank you all once again for your time and listening to this report. Qazi Zahiruddin, General Secretary, Chittagong University Alumni Association of Canada, Inc., December 14, 2014. Thank you all.